Yo, what is good, Knicks Nation? Welcome back to Knicks Media. This is Richie, and last night we saw a career high from Immanuel Quickley, 40 points, helping the New York Knicks snap their three-game losing streak to get the W. This was a must-win against one of the worst teams in the NBA, and it was great to see our guy, Immanuel Quickley, fill in for Jalen Brunson like he's been doing all season whenever Brunson was down with an injury. Go out there and absolutely light it up. This was a big win for the New York Knicks because, we have the biggest game of the season upcoming tomorrow night against the Miami Heat. I was unable to make a recap video after the game last night, but you guys know I'm going to be here this morning to break it all down. I want to hear your guys' thoughts of that game last night from the New York Knicks, and especially Immanuel Quickley, because he's going to be the highlight. I got the highlight reel of only Quickley highlights from last night because he absolutely went crazy. We saw what he did against the Boston Celtics. He had some little flashes throughout the season. We know that he's breaking out in year number 3, but this was the official coming out party for Immanuel Quickley, just absolutely taking over the game single-handedly. And man, it feels good to see our guy IQ officially break out. He is a big reason why this New York Knicks team is where they are at this season. So before we hop into the video, I do want to mention, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Got a lot of Knicks content coming your way leading up into the NBA playoffs and, of course, the off season. And if you enjoy this video, do me a gigantic favor and simply hit that thumbs up button. And like I said earlier, please comment down below your thoughts. Love to hear what you guys have to say down below. With that being said, let's get right into last night's game. So it was an interesting game, to say the least. It was an offensive barrage from both sides, and I'm sure every Knicks fan in that first quarter and even at halftime were like, okay, why can't this Knicks team figure this out defensively? Where's the defense? We were on a 3-game losing streak, and it was not because of our offense. Our offense has been playing great basketball. It's been the defense, and we all know the fallout with Julius Randle against the Orlando Magic, which is not a good look from Julius Randle. He lost his poise. He lost his cool. He was going after his teammates. He was going after his assistant coaches. It's not what you like to see from the leader of the team. And the Knicks had 3 days off, and they were able to digest. They were able to figure it out internally in the locker room. Okay, what's going on with this team? Julius Randle, I'm sure, had to have a talk with Quickley, I'm hoping. And they go out there and offensively was doing their thing, but they could not get the defensive going. And guess who showed up big time defensively early in that third quarter? You guessed it, Mitchell Robinson set the tone for the second half of the New York Knicks, absolutely taking over the game with back-to-back blocks, just smothering the Houston Rockets. And that is the type of things that we need to see from this team, because even without Jalen Brunson, we know that this Knicks team offensively is great. I mean, they are a top 10 offense in the NBA. For some reason, Tom Thibodeau has evolved his offensive, coaching scheme to the point where people are shooting threes on this team. They are moving the ball. I know it's an ISO-driven offense, but it is really successful with this Knicks team and the personnel that we got. It's a fast-paced offense, and they're efficient, and that's not the issue. The issue has been defense, which is why I always felt like the identity of Tom Thibodeau's defense, where I feel like it's going to come. The identity of this Knicks team, we'll figure it out, hopefully, by the NBA playoffs. And now we're at the back stretch, really at the stretch at the end of the regular season. So, and I know that the Houston Rockets are literally one of the worst teams in the NBA, so it's not saying much that we were able to lock them up in the second half, but it is good for them to get their confidence going. In that third quarter, the Knicks really set the tone, and that's what's going to be the difference of this Knicks team throughout the rest of the season, carrying over into the NBA playoffs, if they can get back to that Tom Thibodeau identity defense. Mitchell Robinson finished with 3.6 boards, but he had 3 blocks, all coming in early in that third quarter, and that's what really set the tone. But getting into IQ's stats real quick, I mean, not only did he have 40 points, he also had 9 dimes. I mean, this man absolutely took over the game. He was playmaking. I wish he got that 10th assist. That would have been cool. A 40-10 game from Immanuel Quickley. But it's really cool that we've had 4 players on this Knicks team get 40 points this season. Julius Randle multiple times. Jalen Brunson multiple times. RJ Barrett had a 40-point game this season. He's had multiple career 40-point games for the New York Knicks. And now IQ gets his 40-point game. So the Knicks have 4 players on their team that can get you 40 points. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen every other night, and they're going to just say, all right, Randall, tonight's your night. Brunson, tonight's your night. RJ, Quickley. But the point is, we have 4 players on this Knicks team who, by the way, really young. IQ, RJ Barrett, still extremely young. Jalen Brunson, We just got him first year with this Knicks contract. Julius Randle, he's the veteran of this team, but he's 27, 28 years old. It's really cool to see that this Knicks team has two of their own draft picks able to get those 40-point games in RJ and Quickley. And then we got the two free agent acquisitions in Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle. That's proving to be good pickups from Leon Rose. So it is awesome that we have those type of players on this Knicks team. But last night, we had some contributions outside of Immanuel Quickley as well. Julius Randle had a bounce-back game, 26 points. 10 of 19 from the field. RJ Barrett had a really good game as well. 19 points and efficient, 6 of 12 from the field with 5 assists. Quentin Grimes coming off back-to-back 20-point games. He went out there and had 14 points, playing really good defense with 6 assists as well from Quentin Grimes. And then without Jalen Brunson playing, we know that you get minutes from Deuce McBride. He always brings the defense. You got Josh Hart off the bench. Big-time game from Obi Toppin off the bench as well. He was letting it fly from beyond the arc. He shot 8 3-pointers, made 3 of them, had 15 points. And this was one of those games where it was important for the Knicks to get their confidence and their swagger back on their home court after losing 3 straight. Because if you really break it down, the Knicks seem like a team that get hot, 9-game winning streak. Oh, they get cold, 3-game losing streak. All right, they get hot again, 3-game winning streak, but then they get cold again, 3-game losing streak. So the Knicks got to figure out their consistency heading into the NBA playoffs because we're really trying to get that 5th seed. That's where we want to be. That 5th or 6th seed is where the New York Knicks want. We do not want to be in that play-in tournament. We are in a good situation right now. This game upcoming against the Miami Heat is really going to be a big test for this Knicks team for sure. But seeing this Knicks team be able to rally around Immanuel Quickley and let him steal the show is beautiful. And we're all hoping the obvious, the elephant in the room, that Jalen Brunson's fine. I'm pretty sure that he's going to be playing against the Miami Heat, and they just wanted that hand to rest just a little bit because they don't want to push him. Obviously, he had that ankle, foot issue. Now he has a hand issue, so he's a little banged up. And we need Jalen Brunson to be fully healthy because he is the key for this Knicks team. And I'm sure that they felt confident that they can beat the Houston Rockets without Jalen Brunson because we have Immanuel Quickley to step in for him. We have Deuce McBride to step up into the 9-man rotation for him as well. The depth of this team is proving that we are pretty damn good. The Knicks are 6-5 without Jalen Brunson playing, but we all know this Knicks team needs Jalen Brunson healthy, especially come the NBA playoffs because he's the closer. He's the guy that finishes all the games in the fourth quarter. And speaking of Jalen Brunson, I saw a lot of Jalen Brunson in Immanuel Quickley last night, even throughout the season. Like, the footwork is what we all are blown away by with Jalen Brunson. We saw that from Quickley. He goes into the paint. He picks up his pivot foot. He's spin move, pump fake, just dancing around like in the low post. And that's really cool to see that Jalen Brunson is having some. Here it is right here. Whoop. Perfect little example of a little Brunson game in Quickley because they're practicing together. Immanuel Quickley's picking up little moves from Jalen Brunson, I'm sure, in practice and asking him questions like, all right, what's the move here? When the defender goes this way, where do you go? And it's all instincts. It's all practice. It's all fundamentals. And I really feel like Jalen Brunson's low-key bringing Quickley underneath his wing. And you're seeing it come to life from Immanuel Quickley. 40-point career high. The efficiency's off the charts. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, guys. It's a big-time victory for the Knicks. Let's hope that we can really turn the page and get a big win tomorrow night against the Miami Heat. We won the first 2 games. They got us the last time. Now this is the final game of the series for the Heat. And if we beat them, that means we get the tiebreaker over them just in case we finish off the season with the same exact record heading into the NBA playoffs. So, guys, if you enjoyed the video, do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up button. And I really do appreciate your support. Let's go Knicks. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.